Okay, so one of our customers has been kind enough to give us access to a Ford Transit. This is the new short wheelbase. It's a 15 plate, and normally you would find the OBD port down there in the passenger side. There's a fuse compartment, and that's where the OBD port often is. Ford Transits have always been a bit different, so they normally have a panel that sits right underneath there, underneath the steering wheel. On the older models, you just pull the panel off, and that's where the OBD port is. And on this newer model here, there's actually a dedicated port access there, which has OBD written on it cunningly. And you will see the OBD port in there, which is where we're going to install the product in a second, and we'll be able to hide all the cabling, etc., right in there. Okay, right, so we've got our Ford Transit here. We know the OBD port is just in there. However, there is a really great thing about the Ford Transit and commercial vehicles, generally speaking. You have got just plastic panels that are covering the interior sort of, you know, parts of the vehicle, and actually there's loads of space behind those. So there's spaces behind all of the panels you can see underneath pretty much everywhere. So you've got spoilt for choice. You can install it on this side, or you can install it on the far side. You can run the cable round into the passenger side and around all the space you've got in the passenger glove box. So you've really got plenty of choices. So what we're going to do in this case, though, is actually, I could just put it in here and attach it to a surface, but it probably wouldn't be so easy to watch on a film. So what we're going to do, oh, God, I love these commercial vehicles. I'm just going to pop the whole panel off. Okay, first of all, I'm going to take the end of my my OBD cable. I'm going to pop that in there. And I'm going to get the other end here, which can only go in one way, yet again, because of the special jacket we've got in there. Okay, and there we go, and we've got power, etc. So what I've got just here, you can't see it, it's just out of view right here, and it is basically part of the air conditioning system, which is a blower, and it's away from any of the electrics. I don't want to install this right on top of a fuse box or something, not because it's dangerous, but quite simply because a lot of electricity can actually disrupt the satellite signal. So we want to keep that away from direct power sources. So all I need to do, peel off my Velcro strip, and I'm just going to lean in there, and I'm just going to literally, you can hear it sticking so well, I'm just positioning the tracking unit directly there on this little panel, and basically it's got a fantastic surface contact. It is, I'm just going to grab this camera around here and see if I can see that. So you can probably see the orange light just there in the background. It's on this panel. There's the side of the unit, and what we're going to do is just cable tie off the cable and pop that panel back, so there's no cables anywhere. It's completely tucked away, and it's going to be a really professional fit. Okay, so I have just cable tied the excess back up. The more observant of you will realise that actually I probably shouldn't have undone the cable tie in the first place, but hey, you know, we're making videos here and trying to show people how it works. So one last push just to make sure the OBD connector's on there securely. Quite frankly, it doesn't fall off easily anyway. Okay, so last thing to do now is just to get the push areas of the panel. We just need to make sure they're all nice and flush. Connect all back in, and that is a finished job. Everything's out of the way, you can't see anything, and if we look behind our OBD port, all you can see now is there is a little black tab in there, but effectively that is installed and it is completely out the way of your driver and from prying eyes.